autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The first carry down. This is Williams. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. On second down, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now second and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup.
They go play fake. Mahomes
at the 23-yard line.
eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Sammy Watkins is a former first-round pick in the NFL, and he sure reminded us during Kansas City's run to the playoffs last season. 10 catches in the AFC Championship game and a 98-yard receiving game in Super Bowl 54. He did talk about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offseason, but Kansas City very happy to have him back in their lineup and in their fold.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Taken in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Kansas
So
City.
a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The ball carrier. Ben Neiman on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. On play action, Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings
Allen off the play fake. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Allen. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Damian Williams.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Lotulelei gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays Went in the wrong direction. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills will extend their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown pass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
It's a game
23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Forced out to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. He completes it to Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Allen hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trent Murphy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Intercepted. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And here's Allen operating from the gun. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Chiefs.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen being chased out left. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
makes the score Bills 31, Chiefs 9.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And this one's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here we go with Williams. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about them.
Jones hit and the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
56.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Clark there on the stop.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Play. 2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Allen from the gun on third down. Rolling. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chiefs 9. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of a yard.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
At the 15-yard line.
Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. And now here is another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
A gain of 4. It's now
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
But he breaks through another tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Back now in Buffalo.
Third quarter.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Bills 48, Chiefs 9. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move them.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Chiefs 9.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's good. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
To
Byron Pringle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And able to find John Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bills 62, Chiefs 15.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here. The ball comes out. Able to locate his running back open downfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You've had to put up up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chiefs 15.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. Pushing his way inside the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He gets it to Brown, complete. John Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes flush to his right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelsey fits that perfectly.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a toss running left. This is Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now look at him go. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked really tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you said I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there.
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.